Woo! Yeah, guys, what up? I don't even have a subject for today's video, but things are looking pretty good out here today. Digging this weather. Yeah. Let's rock and roll, baby. What is up, guys? So anyway, today's video is brought to you by G2 Dynamics, like Paul, one of my only sponsors on here. I'm still small time, guys. I just feel kind of grateful that I have a little support on here. And DJ Rusty Balls, DJ Rusticles, guys, he's helping me out. Check out that app, guys. It's worth it. Don't even mess with the 1 year, because I did, and I lost $60 that way. How would I lose $60? I didn't want to go ahead and invest $100 in lifetime with VIP, so I'm dumb and just like, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and get that 1 year with VIP. And after that, the subscription ended, I had to go ahead and pay the $100 that I should have just paid in the first place. Damn. But anyway, guys, what's up? Hope everybody's doing great today. So loud ass motorcycle going by. Anyway, somebody asked me about enclosures, and I get a lot of questions about enclosures. And you know, I kind of covered port area in one of my other videos, but we'll go ahead and recap that. So for port area, I like to do a ballpark, start out like 15 square inches per cube for like a regular ported box. And of course, depending upon the subwoofer, you might need to increase or decrease that. And sealed enclosures, man, I still don't understand fully like fourth orders and that sealed section, like which way do you build to get lower? I can't grasp tuning a sealed enclosure. I've been doing a little bit of research on force, though. Not that I'd really ever want to run one or get into like design of them, but I get curious on how things work. So I've been kind of researching the whole aspect of what controls what. I mean, I know how they work, but the whole like manipulating the sealed side to get desired results, I'm still trying to learn. But anyway, people have asked me for pointers on designing a sixth. Man, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I've seen a lot of different sixth orders that are built totally different that get down. It's like, you know, your main factors of a good performing sixth is that lower chamber. The size that you make it and the port area. And this is what's weird, because I've seen people do like 5 square inches of port for the rear chamber. I've seen people do 9, and they both work really well. It's just things that really start wrapping my head up is what works in one car won't work in another. And that's where you get into like quarter wave distance and cabin size and stuff like that. And I've been fighting that with the wife's Blazer for a hot minute. The Blazer's nasty though with one window up. Like songs that the Jeep play really, really well at certain frequencies, the Blazer don't like. And I pretty much built this enclosure and that one identical on rear chamber. But then when you get in the Blazer, the cabin's way different. Like it's bigger, longer dash, different angle of windshield, bigger doors and windows. So these factors, they all play a part of it, you know. And I can't just get in here and give you all pointers on how to build a sixth, because it took me a long time to learn all of this. And every car is different. That's why I never really wanted to get into designing, because I've been in a lot of nasty cars that have to play with one window up, and like the Blazer's one of them. I've been in a lot of nasty cars that play fine with both windows down, and I have never really just asked a person, what do you tune to? What's the volume? What's the port area? I don't get into all that, you know. I mean, sometimes I'd like to know just for my own records, but I have my way of doing things. Other people have their way. Mr. 15 Hertz, Chris Kyle, me and this dude are very good friends, and we talk on the phone a lot and compare a lot of notes, you know, because he's trying to do the best that he can for designing for you guys. And we like to go back and forth on what we know about six stores, what we've learned, and it's, you know, it's a friendly thing. And it's good for knowledge on both ends. But somebody wanted to know the difference between a fourth and a sixth. That right there, yeah. That's the rear port. So you have sixth order, which is a double ported enclosure. You have the rear chamber tuned low, firing straight into the top chamber that has a front port here that is tuned a little higher. You get really, really good bandwidth with a sixth order. Like really good bandwidth. I think they're windier. I've been in some really nasty fourths though, but I just, at the end of the day, I think a six is a little windier. And this, by having two different ported sections, one on one side of the sub, one on the other side of the sub, you get two different frequency peaks because they're tuned at different hertz. This would be a series tuned six because the bottom chamber port is right into the top chamber and it comes out here. Now there is a parallel tuned sixth order, which would have, you know, like one chamber, and the ports are on the sides. They don't interact with each other that way. Like, or the rear chamber port don't fire in here. They both just go out. That is a parallel tuned. I don't think they're as windy. They probably, at the end of the day, have a better sound quality, I'd imagine. But they're probably not as windy. So that's your two different type of sixth orders. The difference, a fourth order would be a layout like this with no port there. It would be, that bottom chamber would be sealed. And then you'd have this ported top chamber. So you have a sealed chamber and a ported chamber for a fourth order. There might be benefits to a fourth order. And then there's cons to it, you know, pros and cons. Like, I'm thinking it would probably be easier to keep subwoofer cone control being that bottom chamber is sealed. Not sure. I've never had one. I've only like built one in my life, and it was a small enclosure for the back of a Maserati. I put it in a Maserati, took the factory sub out, put it all the way up against the back of the seat, and fired the port through the rear deck where the factory sub was. It sounded great, but it wasn't built for, you know, hair tricks. Totally built for sound quality. But I had to do a ton of research to even build that. But yeah, they have the sealed lower chamber, ported top chamber. To me, a fourth is harder to build because you got to do all your homework on that sealed side, which, like I said, I think that would help with cone control. But I have known so many people that had fourth orders that drove theirself crazy tuning the front port because the majority of your SPL and everything depend on that front port. Correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I've never really done other than one fourth order, and it was just a small one for sound quality, you know. But that's your differences. And then, you know, you have your regular box types, like you have your regular old ported box, your sealed box. Band passes are just a combination of those. And then there's other enclosures, like, you know, a dude named Matt Kimball was building these folded horn designs. He did 160 flat in a car with 215s. He built a Trailblazer that Loud Grandpa, aka Carrie, the one that he's got. And that was a pretty nice folded horn design in that Trailblazer. I had got a demo and Adam owned it, and it was nasty, sounded great, really windy. Performance-wise, when Grandpa got it, me and him were like neck and neck with my sixth order versus that folded horn. But one of the things that Carrie found out really quick is that if he changed subs in that thing, did a little work to the cabin, it would burp high. So now it's pretty much just a burp build. He's got compact Neos in that thing, and it gets nasty. He's burping mid 66s out of it, guys, and pretty much still a stock front cabin with a little work done, which is pretty impressive. I mean, 415s doing mid 66s. The only other person I really know, I think Chase Breeswell or whatever, I think his build's louder with 415s. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of his numbers. I know Kerry's numbers, but Josh Skipper had 415s and a flat wall that was louder, but it was just a burp car also, and he had the same subs, ton of power. But I mean, they're both, by their own rights, that's phenomenal build to do numbers that high out of 415s. I never kept chasing it because I'm trying to walk that line here of I tried like hard to keep burping a high SPL number, but being a demo car. That's where my first and foremost, I want to be a demo car. I want to give demos and hair tricks. I have more fun doing that than pulling up in the lanes going, bump, I'm done. Guys that do it, I respect you, you know, chasing the numbers and trying to get every little bit out of it. I just get more enjoyment with like, hell yeah, get in, and people going like that when, you know, you knock their head around a little bit with some bass. But it is what it is, guys. I have a cop pulling up behind me. So I'm going to get off of here and see what the officer wants today. So it turns out it was a new police officer that saw my Jeep parked back here. Like I said, guys, I come back in the middle of the swampland, and I like to do my videos back here so I don't bother nobody. And this police officer, he's new, and obviously he don't know who I am because my alarm. He don't know who I am, and he's kind of new, so he saw the Jeep parked back here, and he's just wondering if it was somebody broke down, stranded, or just kind of what was going on in general. So I talked to him for a few minutes, told him who I was and stuff like that, and about my social media, and that I come down here every day and film, as that way he wouldn't be coming around bothering me every time he sees me back here. He was all cool with it, you know. Pretty nice guy. Not all cops are dicks like most people say they are. He was really cool, really understandable. And he's just, okay, yeah, I was just checking, you know. But a lot of people don't know this. I'm sure most of you guys do, because I got awesome viewers, you know. You guys know what's up. You show somebody respect, man, 80% of the time you're going to get it back. And that's exactly what I was doing. I gave the guy respect. He gave it right back. That has helped me out with the police a lot in my life. Because before that, I used to be a total dick to them, and I never got anywhere except for a bunch. They'd write me a ticket for everything they could. So anyway, that's going to be the end of my video today, guys. I hope y'all have a great day. Learned a little bit. Please like, subscribe. But anyway, guys, peace out and bass on.